I don't know why I can't think of the fucking song. Alrighty, let's give everybody a fucking recap.
Biggest plot point that I think hits everyone hardest is Ned Stark's death.
That's where I feel like that's where people saw that. Yeah, this is a different show. Because I remember I didn't start watching the season until after season 3 was about to come out. I'm pretty sure I was able to watch season 3 live.
I watched season 4 live.
Okay.
So yeah.
So I was lucky enough it never popped up on like Google feeds or anything. So I just knew the show was popular. I knew nothing really plot point wise.
Yeah.
So as I'm watching that show, even though by the end of or close to his death, Jon Snow was still my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Ned was probably second, like right above Daenerys. Like
yeah.
I loved Ned. He made some dumbass fucking mistakes.
I don't think he did.
He fucking did.
I don't think he did.
Yes, he fucking did.
I think the man was smart. Everybody around him was a fucking snake.
I'm gonna give true, but that's just the world they live in, man. So like, I'm gonna give you just a couple of shits.
Hit
about
me.
That. So
hot takes.
One. Why the fuck did he say yes to being the hand? You could have just said no. Like you could have just said my family needs me. I'm the warden of the North, man. Like I get you want somebody that you trust, but guess what, motherfucker? You have a brother. Why don't you just like I get the other brother really didn't give a fuck about him, but at least the younger brother was there. Now again, the fat king said, I never even loved my brothers, so maybe that's a part of it. But it's just how could you not trust him?
He was his brother. They fought a big ass war together.
Yeah, the older one, the other one.
They fought the
young one
war.
Didn't. Yeah, the young one didn't fight in
they fought that war together.
It makes
they were
no
close
sense.
as shit. That's why I think he took that spot.
Oh, Ned, you're talking about Ned. Oh, okay, yeah.
And I mean, technically he was a brother. He wasn't married to his sister.
Yeah. Okay.
Super
you're
fucking
right,
close.
You're right,
Super close people. Even though they saw each other.
Well, that's not my biggest problem.
Years.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, I do get why he took it, but like at the same time, I wish he would have listened to his cunt of a wife. Yes, she was a cunt.
Fuck her.
She had her moments. Like I love that story she had about Jon, where she said she would love him if the gods made him better.
Oh yeah, fuck her.
That was such a good story.
Fuck her.
Though.
No,
I mean she's a lying cunt.
Listen,
she lied.
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah, because she treated him like shit. But anyways, the one part that really got me mad was after the king died. Instead of just trying to be some motherfucker that's thinking too much about it and trying to dethrone Joffrey because he's a bastard. You take your fucking kids and run.
You gotta think. Well,
you have to think about your children first.
All right, so it was either believe that the system worked and he's gonna have the power of the military behind him, or run, be considered a traitor, and then also have that military come take over his land. I think it was lose no matter what, and I think he chose the right.
But
decision.
I would say my argument is, and even his son said it, like Southern armies do not do good north.
But they were way bigger.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have had the balls to come up north. And Tywin is a smart ass man.
But imagine.
Shout out to Tywin. I didn't love him, but he was a smart ass.
Shout out that motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Tywin was a genius.
Imagine the King's army and the Lannister army against what was already a smaller army than the Lannisters.
Yeah, but he had an offer from the Baratheon brother. So you have the Baratheon brother along with your Northmen.
The Baratheon brother did have a huge ass army. Why was his army so fucking big?
I don't fucking
know. They really like that dull ass bastard.
They love that motherfucker.
Fuck. All right, well let's keep going. I don't want to. All right,
maybe we should have a gay president. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe gay people just.
He wasn't gay.
Yeah, he was.
The dull brother wasn't gay.
No, I'm talking about the young brother. The young brother had a huge ass army.
I'm talking about the one.
Why are you talking about the older one?
The older one had a huge army.
Now, rewatch it. The younger one had a bigger one. That's why the old one decided to assassinate him with blood magic. Because he couldn't beat him, like, on a fucking battlefield.
Do you remember how big his army was when he took out the wildlings?
I rewatched this shit. Yeah, that's because he already killed his brother.
Maybe I do gotta rewatch it.
Yeah, he consumed his army after he killed his brother. Because at that time, they thought the girl killed him.
Oh, shit.
The gay
Hot
guy had
takes.
the biggest army.
Hot takes. All right. Next biggest plot point, also season 1. Daenerys gives birth to 3 dragons.
3 dragons. It was the start of
Is it
something
Viserion, Rhaegon, Rhaegal, and
Rhaegal and
Drogon.
Drogon.
Love those bastards.
Oh my god.
Drogon was a little asshole for a little bit.
Like, I love dragons, but I probably love Drogon more than I love the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon.
Hot take, they're not dragons. Did you know that?
No. What are lizards?
They're technically wyverns.
They're technically what?
Wyverns.
Wyverns.
You know, dragon, there's a whole classification system on fake animals, dude. Dragons have wings and 4 legs. If they have wings,
So
if their wings are their front legs, they're a wyvern.
Oh, shit. That is the hottest of takes.
Oh, shit.
Now to you motherfuckers that thought they were dragons, you were wrong. How does that make you feel?
I mean, yeah.
I'm fine.
Because
with
it's
being
all
wrong.
weird. You know how I learned that? Fucking Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter has a whole classification system that, like, they took the real one and they were like, we'll put it in the game. Because you can fight elder dragons, and the elder dragons are the only ones that have wings on their back. It's fucking crazy. The Battle of Blackwater. Fuck.
That was like the first.
I thought Tyrion died.
By the way, can we point out how sad it is that they didn't have complete confidence in the show? Because I'm still, when I was rewatching it, I'm still sad that we never got to see Robb Stark in the battlefield. Never.
What do you mean?
He was never shown killing people with his army as the young wolf. Never.
You're right.
And it's tragic to think about it because that was.
Is that because? What do you mean? It's because
budget reasons. Because they didn't have
afford?
confidence. Yeah, because they weren't putting in as much money then as they are now. So Blackwater was like the first time they ever did an actual army scene. They had like no army scenes in season 1.
Yeah.
They had a couple of fight scenes.
Yeah,
and
they had
shit
like
that.
battles, but not.
Yeah,
like,
but they never had like a big fight, and that's because they never showed Robb's rebellion because that started at the end of
beginning of season 2.
it was pretty much the beginning of season 2. The end of season 1 though is when he became King of the North though, right? That's when they just declared him King of the North.
I believe so.
Or did they do that in season 2?
I think it was season 1.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I know he did start fighting though in season 2. But yeah, so you didn't get to see any of that, and it to this day it still bothers me because I love Robb Stark. He was a great character. Really? Wow.
I didn't care for him.
I mean, I don't think he's anywhere near Jon, but he reminded me a lot of Ned.
All right, we gotta keep this going. Season 3, The Red Wedding.
Oof.
That's season 3 is when I really started liking Robb.
Oh, really? The season that he dies at the end of it?
Yeah. I was like, damn.
Oh no, he is a badass in season 3.
I was like, damn, he's starting to fall in love. He's got a wife now.
About to have a baby on the way.
They weren't gonna make. He wasn't gonna marry that ugly bitty.
No. Well, she was good looking though. The one they ended up marrying to his uncle. She was good looking.
Well, remember he said they were like, oh, you can choose from all these
you
ones,
could
but not this
technically-
one. And then they showed all the ugly ones.
Well, I don't know. His uncle ended up marrying a pretty one. She was pretty. Because that's why when he looked at her, he was like, oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
You know
about.
what I mean? But yeah, that was tragic.
Seasons 3 and 4, Daenerys overthrows the Masters of Slavers Bay.
Okay.
That shit was great. The whole
Daenerys
dudes with no junk and stuff, killing other people.
Daenerys' storyline though was so up and down. Like sometimes she had so much good moments, but then there was other times where you're like, man, this is kind of boring.
No, I think only season 2 was boring for her.
Really?
Because season 2, nothing happened for her.
I don't know. I think
Season 1, brother dies.
Yeah, season 1 was solid.
Drago
for her, I think.
dies.
Yeah, season 1 was solid. I think.
She gives birth to dragon. Season 2, it's just like walking.
Yeah. No, season 2 is by far the most boring for her.
Season 3, that's when she gets to Slaver's Bay, and she's like, I want an army.
Yeah. I don't know.
Season 4, The Purple Wedding.
The fuck is the purple wedding?
That's when Joffrey dies. They call it the Purple Wedding
do they
because of
call
his
it?
face.
Oh wow!
'Cause he
I
turns
did
purple.
not know that. I did not know that at all.
Yeah, it's called the
Well,
Purple
there you
Wedding.
go. Yeah, fuck you, Joffrey. But did
You
you
know
know
what's-
he's like the nicest person in the world?
I heard the same thing about
Like
the guy
I've
who
heard
plays,
he is the
Fuck,
nicest.
what's his name? Draco Malfoy. I heard the same thing about
Oh,
him.
really? Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah. Like,
Yo, why is it the
why
guys?
nice guys
that's
play
when you,
dickheads?
That's when you know they're great actors. They play like the
That's
perfect.
when you know that they're actually dickheads in real life. Because they want to be mean,
That's
but
what
they
want to
can't.
be. They just can't.
But yeah, I thought that, like, I heard it was called The Purple Wedding. I was like, oh, it makes sense. He
Makes
choked.
sense. It makes so much sense.
You know what's great about Game of Thrones? This show's done so much to make me forget my least favorite character in the entire show. I don't think anybody has ever disputed that they like anybody less than Joffrey, and nobody remembers him anymore.
I would argue the other guy might have been worse.
Who?
The guy who raped Sansa.
You're right. I think
He
they're
might have
tied.
been
I think they're
worse.
tied.
You think they're tied? They're close.
Because
at the very
Joffrey
least.
killed my bitch.
He did
The
draw
hooker.
and. Oh, I thought you were talking about Ned.
No, well, yeah, but I said my bitch.
Yeah, I just thought Ned was your bitch. I was like, I'm not gonna dispute it. Like he's your bitch. No, I know who you're talking
the
about.
prostitute, the
I
redhead
did like
prostitute.
him. Yeah. Best boobs in the series. I'm sorry, I had to say it. Like it was a travesty, man. Like I was just like, why?
Season 4, Tyrion's trial.
Oh my god, his speech. Oh, chills, man.
He didn't poison Joffrey. He didn't.
He didn't. That's why his dad's a cunt.
Damn.
But I respect his battle mentality.
Oh,
And he kills his dad in that a few episodes later.
I thought he killed him season 5.
Nah, he killed him on the toilet after he's escaping, and he killed him on the toilet. That's how you kill a motherfucker. You kill him on the
He
toilet.
did. He was shit.
Season finale, killed him on the toilet, and he killed that bitch.
Season-
Fuck that bitch that betrayed Tyrion.
The end of season 4 was the Battle of Castle Black. That's the battle on the wall
Okay.
where my girl dies.
R.I.P. Ygritte.
Ygritte's probably like top
Really?
5 favorite characters in the show.
Really?
I fucking loved her.
I think the only reason why I won't put her that high is because I just felt like she didn't get enough screen time.
I fell in love with her.
I thought she should have got more.
I fell in love with her.
No, I did love her though. My boy John got the 2 best girls. Legitly, like that's my 2 favorite. Arya. I do love Arya. She's
Arya's
a bad.
Arya's like
fucking
top
ass.
3 for me, easy. Ooh. All right,
We'll
let's keep
get there.
Season 5, Hard Home.
Hard home.
Hard Home.
First time we get to see how much of a badass these White Walkers are.
Dragonglass.
Dragonglass. Oh
Damn,
man,
so many people died. I was
And
so
first time
afraid.
we found out that John's sword
was
could
yeah,
kill
could
White
them.
Walkers
Yeah.
and
Oh,
could
yeah.
and could stop their weapon too.
Yeah,
their weapon breaks through fucking swords and shit.
It does, yeah, it freezes the
That
weapon.
was such like a dope ass moment because I
You know-
legit. Did you think he was gonna die in that moment?
No.
I thought he was gonna die.
No.
I legit thought he was gonna die.
Here's why. So, like, for some reason, I just wasn't thinking about it, but, like, they made such a big deal of Valerian steel that when he pulled out his sword, I was like, oh, he's going to block it.
The thing is, like,
You probably
wasn't
weren't thinking about that in the moment.
Yep, that's the problem. I just wasn't thinking about that.
I felt like they made his sword a huge deal.
because this show has done. This is why I want him to live at the end because they've teased him dying so many
I don't
times.
think they've teased.
I don't know. There have
It's
been
happened.
so many moments. Well, that's true. That's true. But there's been so many moments. With
All
him.
right. Second saddest death of season 5. Stannis burns his daughter alive.
Holy shit, man. I'm just glad they didn't really show it.
That
But it
shit
was still horrifying because you heard her.
You did.
And it was
calling for her
just-
mom.
And then that's when her mom just like.
Let it burn.
And the crazy thing is that was like the first time her mom ever showed her affection. Like she was legit sad in that moment and like crying and screaming. I'm getting chills. I'm like, that was
all
such
right.
a
Here's
sad
here's
moment.
like a season 3 and season 5 plot point. Ramsay Bolton
Okay.
brutalizes Theon.
Okay.
Season 5 brutalizes Sansa.
Yeah. He's a fucked up character.
Ramsay Bolton's a fucked up dude.
I thought it was so unnecessary what he did with Theon.
He's just fucked up.
He is fucked up.
I mean, his fucking
He's-
family sigil is a skin dude, a flayed man.
Yeah.
Like,
They are a fucked up family, period. And they betrayed Rob, so fuck them.
all right, here's the biggest spoiler.
Jared knows about this spoiler, by the way.
He knows.
While I was rewatching the show, he came over one day and I was like, well, you're about to get one of the biggest spoilers, but it's a great ass moment. And then he died and he was like, wait, I thought that was your favorite character. And then a few days later, he saw me watching the show and John was alive. He was like, I thought that bitch died. And I was like, motherfucker, you need to watch the show.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Yep, season 5, Jon Snow dies. Season 6,
How was your reaction to that?
I cried.
I screamed.
I literally teared up. Denzel Washington teared.
I might have had a tear. You want to hear a funny story?
Hot take.
for some reason, even though me and my parents were watching at the same time, theirs had a delay.
I think you told me about this.
So I'm here losing my mind. I'm just screaming, no! Like, my biggest nightmare became true. And they were like screaming, shut the fuck up! I was like, yo, there ain't nothing you can do now.
Damn. Season 6. What do we find out? Melisandre is really fucking old.
And they never ever went back to that.
We're gonna get to it this season.
You think so?
100%.
Because they didn't explain it.
She's gonna be
Because it was a
big
plot
character.
hole, by the way. Because when I was rewatching it, there was this one episode.
She doesn't have the necklace on at some point.
And she's like in a bath. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I think it was just her using some kind of magic or
it
something.
might have been, but
Maybe she had it around her thigh. We just couldn't see it.
she got out of the shit. I'm pretty sure I would have saw it. She got out of the bath. She was all full.
We saw booty cheek high. We didn't see thigh.
I don't know. I might have to rewatch it. I think I saw thigh.
Season 6. Most people's favorite part. Daenerys takes over the Dothraki.
Again.
Burns them motherfuckers down.
Great ass moment.
Well, she only took control of her tribe. But now
True.
At
Now
this
she
point,
has
she
the whole
owns
horde.
the whole horde.
Yep. Well, hordes, because it's like multiple that are like combined.
But it's called like the horde.
The horde, yeah.
Season 6 is what you spoiled for me on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Hodor dying.
Oh, shit.
You were a piece of shit. Not even 30 minutes after the episode's over, I see a doorstop that says, "You fucking piece of shit." Spoiling season.
Yeah, I do apologize for that. I don't know. I think that moment just. I think at that time I was a little bit more on Instagram and shit, so I was trying to get a little bit more into it, like posting.
You probably will never be famous on Instagram because you posted a spoiler.
Probably.
I'm a fucking put you on blast.
Did you read it though? Because I don't think I put that he died.
It wasn't like
but it was the picture that got.
It was
that
the
you just
picture.
Assumed. You just assumed that.
Because I saw Hodor and then I saw a door stop and I was like, hold the door. I was like, this motherfucker
Wait, is that
died.
the picture I put?
I think
Wow.
so. I think
Wow.
so. I also saw.
I do remember that picture. I just can't remember if I posted that, but that
I'm
makes
pretty
sense.
sure you
yeah,
did.
That makes sense.
Season 6, Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy. I'm pretty sure it might have been the same episode.
Best fight scene. And they said, I don't know, I'm assuming you didn't hear it. They said episode 3 of the newest season is going to be the Battle of the Bastards on steroids. I'm so excited.
I better not see anybody get suffocated by dead bodies again.
Oh,
my God.
man. Yeah, that shit had me having anxiety.
End of season 6, Cersei blows up the Sept.
Great ass episode. And
With
that
some-
music was so, like, chilling. Oh, man.
I think that's when I really liked Cersei for
for
like
the
2
first-
seconds. I was
yep.
like,
I was like,
Thank
good for you.
God.
Yeah, I was like, good for you. You a badass bitch.
and then her son killed himself, and I was like, oh, she's a bitch. You a badass bitch.
But he's
You
a bitch, too. Like,
I mean, he's
killing himself.
I would. I mean, have.
I mean,
If
she's
you were
I know
married,
his
if
wife,
you were
I
married
know.
to Natalie Dormer,
But you're
and then
the
she got
king.
murdered,
You're the king, man. You could get any beautiful bitch.
but she was considered
Beautiful
like-
women.
But she,
my bad.
she was considered one of the most beautiful. Do you think he could pull that again? I don't think so.
Yeah,
His
he
brother
could-
has Sansa.
he
She
could
wasn't
do-
even good looking back
He
then.
could go join the house of Targaryen, get with Daenerys.
He can't.
Well, now he can't. That bitch fucking killed himself.
He couldn't even then.
You never know.
His last name is not Snow or Targaryen.
Not Snow.
Season 6 at the end, Jon Snow becomes King of the North.
King of the North.
King of the
Great-ass
North.
moments. Yeah, that was a good ass moment.
And then Bran Stark heads south, blah, 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 imbued with the magical abilities of the Three-Eyed Raven. Fuck Bran. Fuck that character. Fuck his arc. I wish he would have died when he got pushed off the fucking tower.
His arc is up and down, but I'm never gonna go that dark. This guy just got
I
super dark.
hate Bran. Season
Just
6.
saying, if it wasn't for him though and his character arc, we wouldn't know John's real origin. We wouldn't know. There's a lot of shit we.
You're
wouldn't
right,
know.
but I hate his character. Now, important characters. Arya kills Walder Frey, makes him eat family pie.
Beautiful moment.
Fantastic.
The name they gave it is Reverse Red Wedding, and I love it. I love the.
Did
reverse.
they?
Yeah.
I've
I
only
see.
heard the flesh pie scene.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear most people call it the Reverse Red Wedding, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
'Cause what else? Anything
First
else?
episode of season 7. That's the reverse red wedding. That's when Arya kills the family.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
End of
okay.
season
Yeah,
6,
I'm thinking
she
of the
kills
wrong
him.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
The pie thing. Yeah, because
The flesh pie. beginning of season
Eat his
7,
son.
she has his face and makes them all kill
that's
themselves
the reverse
with poison.
red wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
By herself too.
She's a thug, man.
She's I think the single most badass character in the
I can't
show.
wait until we get into predictions because I have something good for her I think's going to happen.
Season 6, Daenerys sails the Westeros.
A lot happens in season 6.
Season 6 is a huge season.
Season 6 might be the best season. Shit.
I think 7 still is.
I don't know. Season 6 might be
Actually,
better.
yeah. Battle of the Bastards kind of pushed it
Episode
for me.
9 and 10 of season 6 are arguably the best episodes ever created. So hopefully season 8 tops it. Yeah,
Also, Jon meets Daenerys. I don't know why I skipped over that one. I just looked.
Okay, yeah, that was a great moment. Ooh. The moment where they're like giving her all her names, and then my boy Sir Davos is like, "This is Jon Snow,
King of the North."
And then like a nice little pause. He's King of the North. That's like great scene, yo. Great scene.
Season 7, the Stark kids reunite.
Whew, beautiful. Sadly, not all of them.
Almost beautiful. Almost.
Yeah, because
I hate Bran.
The guy, Bran did ruin some of the moments.
Did.
I would say the girls
like
meeting were way
happy.
better.
The
girls meeting were way better because when the last time you seen them, they practically hated each other.
Hate each other.
You know what I mean? Same thing with like the Sansa Jon reunion. I didn't realize like they did such a good job with that it wasn't until after I saw that moment where I realized they never even spoke to each other in those first 2 episodes.
She hated him.
Yeah, but I'm saying like you got a little, but they dove into that more in the books.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really dive into that in the show. You could tell she didn't really care. Yeah, you could tell she didn't care.
It was fucked up.
But it's like you forgot about that when they saw each other when she came to Castle Black. I fucking low key teared up. I was like, yo, this is beautiful to hug. It was just, oh man.
Probably one of the best episodes of season 7. Daenerys attacks the Lannister line.
That was
Ooh.
Very good episode.
I was kind of hoping the dude would die.
Oh,
Jamie.
That was the thing is I don't hate that episode anywhere near as much as people did because people hated that episode. Did you know about that?
Really?
Yeah,
the one where
like,
Viserion becomes a blue boy.
Because they didn't like how they were setting that shit up like a typical episode 9 where somebody big dies. Mm-hmm. But the only character that died was the guy that revives the other dude.
The biggest character died, and one of the biggest characters died in that episode.
I agree, and that's why. Well, that's why it bothered me that people said that, but I understood it because going into it, they probably should have killed Tormund. Because here's my thing, if that same moment Tormund looking like he's about to die would have happened in season 3, what do you think would have happened? He would have died. That's why I feel like people don't love season 7 because it was a little bit too hopeful. People, I think, would rather season 8 be the hopeful one than season 7.
I'm glad season 7 was nothing but setup. I'm really happy for that.
No, I love season 7. I do love season 7, but I think even though I love Tormund, he should have died in that.
No, fuck
that would have been a big. That would have been.
He
a big
just found his lady love.
That would have been a big character that dies, and there would have been some actual consequence. But there was consequence with the dragon dying, and then the other thing that
much consequence. Now the army gets over the wall.
Oh yeah. Even though that's where people were mad about. So people would say, "Oh, but what if they didn't get the dragons? How would they have gotten past the wall?" Then other people are like, "How did they get those big chains? Who was the ones that put the chains on the dragon?" People were nitpicking the shit out of that episode. But
here's
it's
what
weird
happened.
how much people didn't like it.
The Night King made them. That's all it is.
But I'm like, the White Walkers in general are smart. And for real, the zombies...
Well, they're as smart as the Night King.
Yeah, and they're by far smarter than the regular zombies, but the zombies still listen to the White Walkers. Like, the White Walkers...
They have no control.
Can make them... Yeah, they
can
make
like I said, they're as smart as the Night King because they do what he wants.
So that's my...
I want to know if his generals are, like, under his control also. Like, I know they're under his control, but, like, can he control them like the zombies?
Yeah, are they just loyal to him, or are they... And by the way, do you think they're the babies? I feel like they are.
Of who?
The White Walkers, the ones with those weapons.
Yeah.
Do you think those are the babies? Because they never confirmed it. Yes.
The children of the woods
all
or whatever?
they ever showed was when the baby gets... When the Night King gets one of those babies...
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Touches him, and then the eyes go...
Yes.
Yeah. You think that... Because they never really confirmed it.
Hundreds of years to fucking, build that up.
Yeah.
They've had wildlings just sacrificing babies forever, dude.
Yeah.
We don't know. Maybe when you're blue, you grow up faster.
That's what I was wondering. Do they, like, instantly just grow up?
He's just like, ice. There you go.
Yeah.
Cersei declares a truce with Daenerys, Jon Snow.
Yep. Or at least they think.
Then Sansa and Arya execute Littlefinger.
Yep.
Jaime leaves Cersei, breaks that bitch
Get the fuck out of there.
The Night King
You
breaches
remember when we
the
thought he
wall.
was about to die in that moment? Where she, like,
with
nodded
the
her
mountain?
head? Yeah. We were like, what?
Yeah, the last big part was the Night King breaking the wall. But
Night King breaking the wall.
I'd say the biggest part was finding out who Jon was.
Yeah.
And it didn't say that on there.
Yeah, it is weird. And I was a little annoyed that it didn't have that shit in order.
It didn't.
Like, that was a little annoying.
It had the
But we still gave y'all the biggest plot points.
Took forever. Was it 5 minutes? Is that what you guys do? 5 minutes?
Probably ended up being like 10, but whatever. Alrighty.
I'm pretty sure it was like 45.